God bless everyone. It's pretty late today. I don't know, about maybe 9 o'clock right now. Just sitting outside in the garage, reading the Bible, listening to some music. Got done shoveling some snow. Got a lot of wet snow this past couple days. Little update on my chemo. The new chemo is doing okay. I had to transfer over to a different type of chemo. I was getting the chemo shots in the stomach, but then my insurance decided they didn't want to pay for that anymore, so I had to go over to another chemo, IV chemo. It goes, instead of just going in and getting a shot and leave, now I gotta sit there for like 5.5 hours now, and then I can go home. Yeah, sucks, but hey, that's the way it goes. So that's the chemo. I'm gonna get some surgery done on my neck. I got some fatty tissue in there that needs to be removed. So it's pinching on my shoulder, causing my arm to fall asleep a little bit. Let's see. That's about it for that, I guess. Oh, I got a call from my insurance company for the Mayo Clinic to have the stem cell transplant done to see if they can put this in remission. That's what they say, call it remission. I always call it, stabilized or something like that, or freeze it. Remission, that's the name. See, I learn these words. I learn words too. I learn things every day. I love learning things, even if it's a word, remission. So yeah, they're gonna try to put it in remission. Doesn't mean it's gone. It just means it's fell asleep or frozen. Hopefully it stays there for at least until I'm at least 80. At least give me till 80. Just so I can say I had a good life. 80 years old. That's a good life. I think so. Okay, so yeah. So I'm gonna read a little bit. What else? Got anything I can tell you? Tell me something. Ask me questions. Text me. Tell me questions I can answer that you want to know about me or something. Diabetes? Okay, diabetes. I got diabetes too, so I was 225 pounds at one time. Oh, before I get into diabetes, for the cancer part, I got multimyeloma. I believe that's how they say it, multimyeloma. It's a bone marrow type cancer, blood. It's in the blood. Okay, let's go to diabetes now. Diabetes. I got diabetes. I'm on, I was on medicine, but they took me off because medicine interacts with the chemo. So I haven't been taking any diabetic medicine. There is something else. I can't remember what I'm taking exactly. I'll have to find out. If I blank out every now and then, that's because the chemo brain. I gotta go back and think to myself really quick. Otherwise, I sit here like this. You know? I kind of go blank. It happens a lot. You may not notice it, but I sure do. I'm not used to having these blank spells. It's like I was just abducted by aliens because I just lost time. So, I keep myself amused, don't I? Yeah. No, that's what chemo. I mean, that's what they call it, chemo brain, or I call it brain fart, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, chemo does that to you. It makes you stutter. Sometimes I pace, and I'm pacing, and then I tell Judy, my wife, why, you see what I'm doing? She'll say, what? I'm pacing. Yeah, she can get it. I just, I know in my brain I'm not supposed to be pacing. I'm pacing about thinking something, like when you forget something, you go and wonder, think about something, you go to the next room and you forget what you're going in that room for. Something like that. But it lasts a little longer and it happens more often. Sometimes it gets annoying, you know. And yeah, I'm losing a little oxygen, uh, air. I'm starting to feel the air, losing a little bit more air. They said that's going to come up and happen. They got me on calcium because my bones are going to start getting brittle, they said. So it's good that I still lift for whatever I can lift. I try to lift. Not no bodybuilder, but I do try to lift, stay strong, try to stay moving active. My skin swells up and down now. I gain weight like 20 pounds in 2 weeks. One week I could be down 5 pounds, the next week I'd be up 5 pounds. Next week I'd be 10 pounds. All depends. They said they told me to drink some water, keep drinking water to keep my kidneys flushed. But then they told me I was drinking too much water because I couldn't close my fingers. My fingers felt fat, swollen, like tight. She said, "Oh, you must be drinking too much water." So quit drinking, slow down on the water because as my legs started getting that way too. They were getting like bloated, like fat and tight. And they said, "Yeah, you got a lot of water, detaining water." There's another word, detaining. This thing amused me. I was detaining water. That's Judy. Judy's my wife. The best thing that ever happened to me. The Lord did good. Promised me some good stuff, and He gave me a good woman. And she teaches me these words. And new language for me. She likes to read. She reads these big words. And she teaches me these big words. And sometimes they stick. It takes a while for them to come out for me to have to use it. And then when it does, it feels weird, like I'm talking a foreign language. But yeah, detaining. Probably learned it from her. So that's why I slow down on drinking the water. It did work. It did kind of take away a lot of that swellingness. But then you gotta watch out stuff like popcorn. I eat a bag of popcorn. My body swells up. Bad, real bad. Don't eat popcorn. You can avoid popcorn. Stay away from it. Butter and salt and carbs. Ooh my. Just stay away from it. It'll swell you up like a balloon. It will. Let's see what else. I don't know. Yeah, you guys can write to me or text me. My phone number is 612. Should I give my phone number? Nah. Better not do that. Not right now. I don't know. I better not do it. I just won't do it. But I can have all kinds of people from all over the world, anywhere, calling me all night and day. That wouldn't be good with it. But I was supposed to be talking for 15 minutes at church this Saturday. I'm going to give an introduction about myself. What do you think about that? I've been going to this little church for a while now. And the Lord put me there, and it's like, I don't speak Spanish. People think I do, but I don't. I can understand it more than I can speak it. And it's hard. And when I speak it, it doesn't come out right. Sometimes people look at me weird. Sometimes it's okay, you know. But I'm learning because this is a Spanish church, and they're really nice people there. But it's hard for me because I gotta learn their language, which I have to be there to learn their language. And I keep telling the Lord, why you got me here? You got me there to learn. And I'm like, could I learn something else? You know, could I learn anything but have to come to this church because it's in Spanish? Can I go to an American church? I mean, can you get a bunch of Mexicans in an American church? No. I don't care. I'm just saying, you know. But he has me there. I'm learning the language, and it's teaching me a lot of things that every time I think, you know, Lord, I'm not learning anything. Boom, he teaches me something. Like, oh. And then he shows me miracles. Things that I can't explain. I'll share one with you. I was going to that church for a while, and I'm like, Lord, I know you had me come here to do all this stuff, but now things have slowed down. And this happens a lot. The Lord will just stop. He says he'll come like a thief in the night. He's not kidding. He comes in, and he's out, he's in, he's out. Doing things for you. One day he's doing something for you, the next day you're like, where are you? You know, it could be weeks. You won't hear from him. And you're like, Lord, I haven't heard from you for days. You know, you were here with me in the beginning for every day. You were here for me. Boom, boom, boom. Also, now you're just gone. But, hey, can't be everywhere. I mean, he can be everywhere, but he's there. But he's got things to do, just like you and me. And so he'll disappear for a while. You're like, where'd he go? See, I have a brain fart. I don't know if you noticed it. And I gotta go back. Gotta figure out what I was saying. That's how it works. That's how the brain fart works. Chemo, I don't like it, but I gotta take the good with the bad. Bad part is, I gotta try to remember what I was thinking about. The good part is, I keep talking to you about the Lord. If he's gonna keep me happy, and if anything's going to keep me happy, it's going to be him. My brain may lose. I may lose. But I still know the glory of I'm going. The place my faith is telling me that's there. That I do know. That's what faith's all about. I wish I could remember what I was telling you, but I can't. And this is the problem I'm going to have with if I try to preach. I used to preach. The problem now is when I do it and then all of a sudden I get a chemo brain. And I could be looking at it too, you know. Sometimes I could be looking at what I'm reading and it'll just like, boop. It's not good. I think about it because if it gets worse, you can't even drive because you got to think about it. I think about it a lot when I'm driving. I concentrate a lot harder on my driving because I know that. And sometimes I feel myself doing like this on the road a little bit. And I'm used to being, you know, pretty steady driver. This. When you start realizing you're doing that, you know something's wrong. And I know there's something wrong, and it's the cancer and the chemo. So I gotta watch out for that. So, well, I don't know what else to say other than, should I read something to you? Want to listen to some music? What do we want to do? A little bit more about myself? I moved to Minnesota about 30 years ago, 30 something years ago, 1998. I believe it was 1998 when I moved to Minnesota. Me and, me and my other partner. And then I worked for a company out here. I worked for Valley Fair. Cedar Point? No, Valley Fair. I worked for Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio. And they own Valley Fair. So I worked for Valley Fair out here too. And I used to live there in their housing as I was just maintenance man. Did maintenance. I would never ride a ride in that place. Once you be a maintenance man and see what those rides are like, you would never ride those rides. I know I wouldn't. And then I got a job at a computer place called Cypress. Used to make computer wafers, computer components inside of a computer, the relays and the circuits to make all those under microscopes. It was pretty cool. Really cool. No wires, it's all liquid. Really cool science stuff. If you know what a wafer is, look it up. Computer wafer. You'll see what it is. I worked for them, and then I got a job with a company called Gopher Resources. It's a good company. It's a business. That's what it is. So if you're trying to go a company, trying to play like it's family, it's not. It's a business. It was a family at one time. Then it became corporate, became business. Yeah, and I worked for them, and then I'm no longer there. So I'm no longer there. I started working as a handyman. Been doing handyman now for this is my 8th year, I believe. It's my 8th year. Yeah, doing pretty good considering what's happening now. Didn't think this was going to happen to me, but it is what it is. Can't wait for summer. Spring coming. Can I say all this? Because it's just snowed. I forgot to stretch my back. I was out there shoveling for 2 days. All day. Not, this cancer made me still strong, but still it's got me pretty tired. My arms are exhausted. My body's exhausted. Other than my age. I'm not that old yet. I'm only 27. Okay, add some more numbers. I'm 57. You know, still not that old. At least I don't think so. Still try to do what I can. Trying to live my life. Oh, let me tell you about my Christian walk. My Christian walk. It's tough. It's really tough to be a Christian. Some people say, oh, gee, these Christians walk around like they're Christians and they're goody-goodies and they don't have no problems like they don't have no problems. And shit, let me tell you something. Become a Christian, you have more problems than you can imagine. Because the biggest one you're going to have to deal with if you're going to be a true Christian is yourself. And when you can deal with yourself, then you can deal with everything else. Everything else doesn't matter until you can deal with yourself. And that's the toughest part of the whole Christian walk. I don't care what people say about me. I don't care. Say all you want. You ain't gonna stop me from walking. because I know who I am. Took me a while, but I figured it out. I figured out what Christ was talking about. You know why he's got the 12 disciples? Look at all the different types of nationality, different types of life growing up, different everything. And then they had to learn who they were before they can do anything. And then they had to learn his walk. It's a lot of learning. So that's what I had to do. So my walk is tough. It's kind of like Little John. I don't know if you know what Little John is. Little John, he's a cripple in the Bible. I believe his name is Little John. He's a cripple. And the Lord didn't heal him for a while. And he was asking the Lord, why don't you heal me? He said, yeah, I can heal you if you want me to. Do you want me to? Stuff like that. And then he told Little John, I got you the way you are because I need you to be that way. Because people are going to listen to you because of the way you are. You're special. Yeah, you're suffering, but you're suffering for the glory of God and your kingdom in heaven. If you have faith that that's what's going to be, that's what you're going to hold on to, and you're going to want to go for it. It's kind of like you want a new car, and you know you got to do whatever you got to do to get that car. So you'll work all the overtime you can because you really want that car. So you work all the overtime. And one day you're sick. Oh, you don't feel good. Your stomach's upset. You're puking. And you told them you'd come in, but you're just downright sick. But your faith that you want that car. You go anyway. And you fight through it because you have faith in yourself that you're going to get that car. Same thing. Same thing. I can't see it. I can't tell you it's there because I can't see it. It's all faith. I believe it's there. I'm hoping it's there because I'd sure hate to have this world end and then there be nothing, or all this is for nothing. I sure hate that to be. But my faith tells me there's something there, so I'm going to go for it. I want a car. I'm hoping there's a new car up there for me. And plus you're talking to two different worlds. We're talking two different worlds. We're talking a spiritual world, not a physical world, doll. You're talking spiritual, something you can't even see. Or how do you explain spiritual? And physical, this world, me, you see me, the Bible. Spiritual world, God's spirit. He's all spirit. Everything, spirit. Can you see it? Can you feel it? Can you acknowledge it? I don't know. It's tough questions. Those are really tough questions to ask, even a Christian guy. But I'm going to try to answer a lot of these kind of questions. And I am also going to show you good and bad parts about being a Christian, because it's not as easy as they say they think. It's hard to be a Christian. It really is. Because you get in some situations sometimes where can I just do that little lie? Little lie, that can hurt nobody, it's just a little lie. That little lie, you feel it in your heart all the time. You're like, I shouldn't have said that, but I did. I should have said that. And you question yourself. I'm a Christian. I'm not supposed to be doing that. Little things. He's not going to kill you over. He's not going to throw you to hell for it. But you felt it. If your body feels it, your soul feels it, your spirit feels it, then you can't be doing it, even if it is that small. because you feel it's something there. It's in you. So be careful what you're doing. So spiritual stuff is real. Yeah, brain fart. See it? So I kind of bounce around like that. I don't know if you have noticed it yet. Someone told me one time I repeat myself. That could be. That could be. Could be. I don't know yet. But so that's I'm gonna stop here because my brain fart's starting to get worse. I can feel it. It must be getting time for me to eat. I gotta check my blood. So it must be time for me to go get some sugar from my sugar from my stomach. Okay. So God bless everyone. You guys have a wonderful day tomorrow. It is about 9, a little after 9 right now. Tonight, and I'll put this on tonight so you guys can see it in the morning. So God bless everyone in the morning. Have a safe trip to work. And for you guys coming off work, have a safe trip home. And hope to see you on YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube so that I can do live videos and we can chat live together. And I will put a link on Facebook and then nextdoor.com for you guys. So God bless. Sweet dreams. Amen. Hallelujah. Goodbye.